And Richardson will throw to start out here.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, this defense for the Texans very strong in that victory a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Richardson looking to throw. Michael Pittman.
He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 11 yards for number 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now it's Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Abanikanda.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Okay, so from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the option left, Richardson.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start, because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Ready up.
They begin the drive with Hill. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The Texans at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
19 Lions.
Second and 10. Here's Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
You look at this Colt defense.
They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, go!
Stroud on 3rd down now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burton?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. 2nd down and 8.
They run off tackle right with Hill. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Again, they run with Hill. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions, and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, check that. Street.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not.
There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Okay, break.
They run once more with Taylor.
They juked him. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Touchdown, Colts! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Colts are able to move back in front.
So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Caught left side. Here's Dell.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Now he's loose at the 40. He's into space past the 25.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Ayers. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Ready?
On 2nd down, it's Stroud.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Stroud to throw it. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
But what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
The give now to Abanikanda.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? They'll try the left side with Taylor.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple more times.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Three tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Stroud.
his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now Stroud.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10.
They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a 1st down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the 1st half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Anthony Richardson
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown on the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Go, Reed, go. Ready.
Play action. Here's Stroud. They'll let this go deep for Collins.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now is 2nd and 10.
Warriors 70. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Stroud looking to throw.
And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Throwing now is Stroud.
He's going to let this go for the end zone.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Now Richardson back to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
Nifty move. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
19 Tiger. Go.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Here's Richardson to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
Sheds off the tackle.
Do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Ready.
This one left side caught by Collins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Cougar 19. Roll.
They run it again with Hill.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
18 Rattlers.
Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff up the middle. Ayers. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Ayers. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Check it.
They'll run for it with Hill. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Going again on the ground here with Hill. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hill. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Now a handoff, Taylor with it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
2nd down, here's Richardson.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Richardson looking to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out.
Stroud is hit and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long.
Mustang 19.
And Stroud now to throw. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target.
Taking it right down Broadway. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 77 yards. And the Texans have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Up the middle they go. Ayers.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9.
The busy night continues for Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Ayers. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Texans have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Richardson going to move him around.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
Richardson on 1st and 10.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the draw is Taylor.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense, just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a 1st down, but a big touchdown.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. Nwangu now from his end zone.
And they can't bring him down.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Panther streak.
Again, they run with Hill. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Up the middle, it's Hill. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Inside the 10.
And he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 6-yard line. I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Here's 1st and goal.
A give up the got to Hill. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Okay, ready?
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
Now Richardson.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. Here's Richardson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Let's go now. Ready?
Down to a knee. Here is the Texans.
Check, check. Go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So for the Texans, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.